Hello, it's been a long time, anybody who's subscribed to this channel, since I've posted anything. A few things have happened, like lack of money, a bit of an economic lockdown. I haven't been camping for just about a year. Last camping I did was August the 30th. 2022, and I started out on my what I call jaunt 4 yesterday. So this is the first night in the Lanshan 2 tent. It's a new tent. I usually use the Lanshan 1, and so it is bearing it well. You can hear the rain, maybe. I don't know if you can hear the rain at all at the moment, so that's why I'm doing this as a tent cast. And it's pretty good. I'm surprised. I mean, I've had experience putting up the Lanshan 1. I've had Lanshan 1 for 3 years. It was 3 years. And this is currently on special. You can find it on Amazon, about 120 quid cheaper if you get it from, China, that sort of thing. But it's pretty good for a, in quotes, 2-person tent, which if you, have a look around. You will see it's not massively big, but I know it's a cliche. Everyone's been doing things, even recently. I mean, I thought the Lanshan 2 Love had passed for the, was it the Durston X Mid, but that's beyond my price range. And so yeah, it's a good tent. It's a good tent. I mean, it's holding up to the rain. I put it up in a hurry last night because it was going dark. I had practiced putting it up, and then, but in the park, but I couldn't get it fully done because I ran out of light. And I have experience putting up the Lanshan 1, but still, there are a few weird things about it, which obviously the classic one that a lot of people would know about is the fact that you've got these, like the Lanshan 1, you've got these little bits that rise up, which you can lower down, you can mod it, you can peg the doors down if you want. So it's okay. It wasn't too cold last night. It was, what was it, about 10-15 degrees, though I could see my breath on the way back from Corfe Castle. I'm currently camping near Corfe Castle, and I was here on my first ever, not my first ever camping trip, my first ever recent times camping trip 2 years ago. So yeah, the Lanshan must be 2 years. And yeah, I'm thinking this is a much better tent. I wish I got this tent first, but I'm glad I got the other one because it's a 4-season. This is a 3-season. It's a little, it's alright for this sort of weather. I think for sometimes when it gets like, even in summer or in August, it can get down to about 0 or a couple of degrees above at night. I think you might find, especially if it's windy, I think this might be a little bit too breezy. But it's pretty good, and as I say, you can lower it down if you need to reduce that gap, which is just a feature of Lanshan tents. And I've seam sealed it. I can find my seam sealer. There we go. I was going to do this outside, but I was chipping it down. So I got some seal net, because it doesn't need seam sealing. Like they do tape the seams or seal the seams, but it needs sealing just where the these points are. Just the sort of the side guy lines. That point needs seam sealing. So it's a good idea to do that. And I did that thankfully before the rain. I did it about 5 hours before the rain, so I hope that it dried alright. It's supposed to be like 2 to 6 hours. I would prefer 6 hours. I had to rush off to go and get some food, and then found that Corfe Castle, maybe because it's a bit out of season, everything was closed. I mean, everything was closed. I mean, like some pubs were open, but no one was doing food. So I had to take a bus. I've done this so many times. Bus to Swanage, and then had Chinese on the seafront at Swanage. That's not the first time I've done that. Because, to be brutally honest, if you ever go to Swanage, the fish and chips are shit. And a lot of the other takeaways like burgers and chips and so you either go for a nice place, but they all shut down early, or you go for a Chinese. No, it was pretty good. Unfortunately, I have the crispy lamb. So new tent, new trip. So I'll have more videos hopefully, and podcasts over at. If you look at Jaunt, I can't remember the URL for Jaunt. Look at it on Spotify. It's on Anchor / Spotify, so you should be able to find it on Spotify and other places. Just search for Jaunt, Jaunt. You should find it. It's under sort of travel-y things. I think I've submitted it everywhere, so you should find it. The other new things is this, which is the Aegismax. Which one is it? I can't remember which Aegismax it is. I think it's. Oh yes, this is Aegismax. That's very helpful. Very helpful. It's a down bag. Oh, Nano too long. It's a down bag. Obviously, it's Chinese. If you have a problem with Chinese stuff, I unfortunately don't have the. Yeah, I have ethics. I've been to ethics. But I can't afford those ethics, so I have to use Chinese stuff because it's cheaper. I'm sure individually cuddled, lovely. I've seen channels talk about, the Dust Next Mid and all those tents and, and 6, whatever. Lovely, Dyneema tents, lovely, but, I'm not in that price bracket. It's taken me 3 years or 2 years, maybe about 3 years, 2 years to get to the point of where I have lighter gear, but it's not lightest gear. I started out with an army pack. I started out with a army pack's too short to me. Apparently, I found it later. It was an OA army pack. It's other arms army pack, and had that for decades. And then a Berghauser fell apart, and then the army pack fell apart. And a Highlander tent, which is what the Lanshan was upgrade from, and a caramel sleeping bag. So I've slowly got better gear, and I would say, although you can say people are going, there's all these people saying that they, you should do this and that, and it's all, sustainability. I agree. Use what you can, and use what you can afford. But I wouldn't recommend a very old 3-season caramel bag that is barely 1 season. I was frozen that bag. Wouldn't recommend that one. And I wouldn't recommend Army Bergens unless you can find a light one. They are heavy. But this is the bag that replaced the old Army pack. It's a Coyote 80, and Coyote aren't really that big. They aren't really that big in the UK. They're more American brand, but there was a Prepper store. I think literally it's called Prepper Store. It's a Southwest company in Cornwall, I think, somewhere. And they had a special just on that one bag. It was like cheap, so I was like, I love that, because I looked at the reviews and went, it's got fairly good reviews. A bit smaller than I'd want, but then again, I'm trying to reduce everything down, and it's heavy as well because I put so much stuff in it. But the bag itself is okay, and it's not the ultralight thing, which obviously I can't afford to be super ultralight. I don't have sponsorships and lots of money, so we've got that, and we've got the Tomshoo poncho, which I was like 50-50 about whether to use that or my sort of 20 quid chest pass quick pack, which I've used before, and that's very good. I use that just generally. Not sure how breathable. It is supposed to be breathable. I'm not sure how it would deal with this kind of weather. This is not breathable, but a good thing about this is you can create a shelter with it. So in my paintings, because I do paintings and artworks, and that's why, partly why this is so big, because of all the art crap that's in there. I can actually then stop and do a a piece there if I've got my walking sticks. The problem is, of course, the walking sticks are holding this up. So before I would have had one walking stick spare. Now both walking sticks are holding it up, and the walking sticks are also new. I mean, this has been over a year, so I've been slowly getting more and more gear, slowly, very slowly. But you know, replacing my previous like aluminium poles, which were very good. I've still got them. They're Trail Buddies, with crag hopper ones. And of course, you'd be like, I can't see those very well. Well, you can see the crag hopper's logo there. Hey. And they're currently holding at the tent. So, yeah, it's recording. So, you know, it's just like a gradual process. We have one of the. These are really nice. And I wasn't going to spend any money this year. I can't remember who makes this one. It's basically recycled synthetic, the sort of the foam inners that you get in these sort of travel pads. This is my inflatable pad. And oh yes, why buy really expensive? We'll find out how it works in the rain. Why buy really expensive headlights when you can use a Energizer HD Ultra, which has red and green light in it? And of course, it doesn't mention who made this. It's I'm trying to remember who made this. It's weird. They've got this really annoying big label. I wonder does it mention who makes it? It's very. I mean, it's annoying to have the label anyway. So either don't have the label, or you need to have the label. Why didn't you mention who made it? But yeah, it's by one of these bed companies. And I mean, some would say, "Oh, that's a real major extravagance," but yeah, because usually, like, look, you see piles of clothes. That's what I used to do, and actually, it's nice to have that on top. So yeah, I probably am taking too much shit. With me, but it's a gradual process of seeing what works, and eventually we will be strong enough and be competent enough, and light enough that we can just walk places and then camp on the way, which is the idea. It was the idea 2 years ago. And I was planning to do a wild camp. I might still do it at some point. Well, it's not a holiday, it's a working holiday. I might still do it, but it's I worry about everything. I worry about the whole thing. But certainly when we're sort of shaking down gear we're not sure about, we need to be near civilization. Hence why I'm in a campsite at the moment. But, you know, if the rain stops, I'll have some coffee. I'll speak to you soon.